They call me. I promise that.
Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do our off WWE 2K23 and the was of the mystery, the episode 2 of it, and the last time I get to get that Brittany Williamson went to return back to WWE with a new look and new name. Not new name, but new look. But she's back. And now I'm going to talk to Molly Holly right now.
Sorry I wasn't able to check in with you sooner. It's always nuts backstage before a major show. And I lost a full 20 minutes to Happy Corbin, who wanted to practice a stand-up routine on me. Luckily, Xia Li overheard and protected me from his bad jokes. How are you doing? Feeling good about tonight?
I'm feeling, she's feeling confident.
Honestly, I'm ready. I've trained my whole life for this.
All right. Let's take that confidence, earned or not, and channel it into a great debut. For what it's worth, despite my history with your aunt, it really is my goal to help you succeed here.
You guys have some history, huh?
That's a conversation for another day. Stick around here long enough and you'll have history with everyone. Alliances, rivalries, heck, we even have our fair share of weddings. Although those rarely seem to work out. But let's talk about your debut. I've got your custom gear ready.
Custom gear? What do you mean?
Honestly, I get it. I wouldn't want to debut in it either.
No, I mean I have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh. Not sure how this didn't get to you, but WWE management asked that you debut in a look that honors Justine's legacy. So they've made gear inspired by what your aunt wore when she won her first championship. Not that that specific match would be the moment I'd choose to commemorate. Justine got lucky.
But I brought my own gear. I designed it myself. Besides, I'm not sure if I want to use my aunt's image to establish my own. I want to make my own mark.
Listen, despite my personal feelings, it never hurts to get a rub from a WWE legend. It's also probably not wise to go against management on day one. But I know it's important to stand on your own 2 feet around here. Ultimately, the decision is yours. What do you want to do?
Let's make your own mark.
I love my aunt and she taught me a lot, but if I'm going to make it here, I need to make my own mark. I'm going to wear the gear I designed.
All right. We'll see how management reacts. Standing your ground can really go either way around here. But if you're determined to make your own mark, you better have the performance out there to back it up. Go get changed. It's go time.
Okay. I just to have Brittany up versus to her own gear. So let's make her WWE debut right now. And give us Survivor Series match. Right, the match at the Survivor Series.
It's Team Raw ready to battle for brand supremacy.
The following contest is a 6-woman tag team match. On the way to the ring, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Bayley. Team Raw.
The superstars from the...
As I continue SmackDown, Brittany
The wait
Williamson.
is over for the reveal of Team SmackDown's mystery partner.
And their opponents, Brittany Thunder Williamson, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair.
Okay, this big effects. Right.
In doubt, try to knock your opponent's block off.
Yep.
Discouraging results for Ripley right here.
Okay.
Things look dire for Rhea. Kick to the midsection. She certainly has the confidence of her aunt. Looks like she's setting up for the Justine Jammer. She's putting her own mark on an old classic.
Not if Charlotte Flair has anything to say about it.
You only have one chance to make a first impression, and this one might include a hurt ankle. And Rhea's taking advantage. Riptide, covered by Ripley. Rhea got her.
With the elimination, Team Raw now has the advantage.
What a letdown for the Blue Squad. She definitely didn't expect to be out so early in this match. The top rope mishap and apparent ankle injury played a key role in that.
And it looks like Charlotte Flair is determined to add insult to injury.
Wait a minute. Hall of Famer Justine is here. We haven't seen Justine in a WWE arena for over a decade.
One thing is clear, the WWE Universe is thrilled to see this venerated 6-time women's champion here tonight in any circumstance.
And it looks like Justine is just as thrilled to see them. Things might not have turned out how she wanted for her niece, but she's loving this crowd.
I'm just hoping that Justine can get her niece on the right track. After this debut, she certainly needs some guidance.
Okay, Brittany has some good industry that cost her back by the Queen Charlotte Flair, the Team Raw woman, so that they have both persistence and further by beating Team SmackDown in the Survivor Series match. Congrats to the Red Brand. Don't hit that button, Raven. Make it easy for us at Newbie. Oh, Charlotte get there once every time and going her out. I like that she was going to do it on screen. At this must be how to grow up with Justine. It's not if I love her. Okay, right, let's talk to Molly Holly.
I can't say that was the debut we were hoping for.
I don't know what happened out there. I wanted to make a name for myself based on my own talent.
Yeah.
And you decided to do something showy, took your eyes off of what was happening, and let Charlotte blindside you.
I'm sorry. I won't let it happen again. I got carried away.
You did. Remember, you're here because you're good. And you could be great. I wouldn't have any patience for Justine's brat, no-talent niece. But don't expect everything to come all at once. You could have gone out there and had a solid match, and that would have been enough, win or lose. But you bit off more than you could chew.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm a WWE legend. I'll do my best at damage control. You're already off to a rough start with management. They weren't thrilled that you decided against wearing the tribute gear. Although maybe I can spin that, since it wasn't exactly the performance they would have wanted to be associated with Justine's legacy. Actually worked out for the best.
Nope. They'll just associate it with little old me. I've already seen the chatter on social media.
Great. You're worried about social media at a time like this? Get your head in the game. I'll see you at SmackDown, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, Molly Holly. And now I gotta talk to Brittany's niece. So saying.
Did you hear that pop?
What? The sound of my ankle popping or my career imploding?
Oh, how is that ankle? Or more importantly, how's that ego?
Ankle's okay. Ego? That's another story.
You really went for it out there, huh? Didn't hold back?
The WWE Universe knows I'm related to a legend, and I wanted to make my own mark, but I got carried away. Shouldn't have done that.
I've had enough coulda, woulda, shouldas to last me multiple lifetimes. It's not worth your time to live in the past. I wish I was medically cleared to fight. I would have decked Charlotte Flair for you.
What was that you just finished saying about the coulda, woulda, shouldas?
Oh, shush. One of the few perks of having a career-ending injury is getting to ask my niece to do as I say, not as I do. Since I, can't.
Right.
Listen, I don't want to leave if you need to talk, but I got word that WWE management wants to chat before we head out. Something about the buzz online, whatever that means. You okay?
If anyone taught me how to be resilient, it's you. I'm fine. I'll talk to you later.
That's my girl. I'll find you in a bit.
May I go talk to Miss Morgan?
What was that about? I like to show off as much as the next person, but that was embarrassing.
Huh. I did my best.
Sorry. I understand why you're upset, but I did my best.
You grew up learning from one of the most talented WWE legends in history, and that's your best? I did a better job teaching myself in my backyard. Don't expect this to blow over with the SmackDown women's locker room. The Raw women are gonna rub this loss in our faces for a long time.
Okay, are we going to next? Or... No, go to SmackDown. So let's go to SmackDown right now. And talk to Molly.
But what people forget is that for someone to win, someone else has to lose.
It is better to win, though.
Of course. Actually, speaking of winning, I have a few developments that Ruthless Digressions listeners will be thrilled to hear about.
Oh, care to share with those listeners or your co-host?
Like I told my niece at Survivor Series. Patience, Robin, patience.
So, Robin Ray, right? I got pulled into an all ends on it. Making was top measurement. Who knows how long that would go? Get careful, maybe grab some food and catering and I'll come find you and get you up to speed where I done. Welcome to SmackDown. That's Molly, Holly. I can just talk to yourself, the SmackDown Women's System.
Hey! Welcome to SmackDown.
Thanks. You know, after what Liv said at Survivor Series, I wasn't sure if I'd be getting the warmest welcome today.
Oh, you won't be. But I have a different perspective than the rest of the girls. In fact, I'm actually usually pretty rude to the newbies because, well, I don't want them coming for my SmackDown Women's Championship, but I don't have to worry about you at all.
Huh. I need to build myself up.
I'd like a championship someday, but I plan to put in the work and build myself up to that.
Yeah.
You're so funny! Someday, if your huge mistake at Survivor Series is any indication, I'll be in the Hall of Fame before you're even ready to think about challenging for the championship. Nothing to worry about here, so we can be friends.
I think we're done here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to talk to Tom. Is it? Tom. Yeah. Let's talk to him.
LJ, welcome to SmackDown. How you doing? I'm sorry that Survivor Series didn't go so well.
Yeah, not the debut I was hoping for.
Well, you're here now, and have your whole career ahead of you. Listen, I may just be a cameraman, so I can't help train you, but I've been with WWE long enough that I pride myself on knowing how things work around here. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
How do I improve my skills?
How do I improve my skills around here?
It's just like the old saying goes, practice makes perfect. The more matches and experience you have in WWE, the better. From there, it's usually up to you to determine how you want to apply what you've learned, whether it's improving your strength, getting better at submissions, or putting more power behind your punches. You get the idea.
You said it's usually up to me what I want to improve?
Sure is. Occasionally, you'll find that certain kinds of matches will benefit you in a more specific sort of way. But if that's the case, you'll know that going in. Sports entertainer insight, I call it.
Okay, cool.
Any other questions? Or anything you'd like me to explain again?
No. I think I have the info I need.
Thanks, Tom. I think I have the info I need.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight, LJ. I'm certain I'll see you around soon.
Yeah. Tom, so let's go to the ring, right? Or what? No, Dr. Molly Holly again.
So, I know I didn't exactly get the best start, but I've got my head on straight now and I'm ready to go.
That's great to hear.
What do you have for me tonight?
Now, here's something that's less great to hear. WWE management thinks that after everything that's happened, we should take a beat before we put the spotlight back on you.
I need to redeem myself.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. But I need to redeem myself and show the WWE Universe what I can really do. I need at least a little spotlight.
I think you might have to settle for no spotlight. Backstage sentiment on you is not good right now. You may be a SmackDown superstar, but you've got an uphill battle if you actually want to be on the show.
So, my match tonight is...
non-existent.
Ah.
What can I do?
What can I do? I don't want to just sit in catering.
No one does. But this will all blow over. My advice until then? Find some way to make an impact. Be so good in the ring that they can't deny you.
How am I supposed to do that if I can't get a match?
I said I couldn't get you a match on SmackDown. There are other opportunities to wrestle. Actually, I can pull some strings and get you on main event. You'll need to find an opponent, though. Most of the roster is pretty busy with commitments on SmackDown, and I don't have time to play matchmaker.
Pretty busy or pretty mad at me, from the sound of it.
Yeah, I may have heard those rumblings. Although, have you met Ava Moreno yet? She's pretty new to SmackDown too, and also would have something to gain with a good showing on main event.
I don't think she wants to work with me.
We've met. I'm not sure she wants to work with me.
Neither of you have to work with anyone. You just have to show up and fight each other. Get her to agree to that, and I'll set up the match. If there's some sort of beef between you two, lean into it. No one said the match had to be friendly.
Okay, we have a match against Ava. Oh, Brittany has a match against Ava Moreno. So let's talk to her. Right, yeah.
Well, if it isn't little Justine. I would say I'm sorry how your big debut turned out, but I don't like to lie. What do you want?
I'm going to cut to the chase.
Let's cut to the chase. I want a match on main event. Molly said she can get me one if I find an opponent. It sounds like getting that exposure could help both of us. Are you interested?
Sure.
Great. That was actually easier than I thought.
Oh, but let me be clear. I want a match on main event, but not one against you. I want to make an impact here in WWE and make my matches count. It doesn't help me at all to defeat some jobber.
Oh.
What did you just call me?
If I wasn't perfectly clear at Survivor Series, I like people who've come up the right way and paid their dues. Not nieces who get handed special treatment because of what family they're a part of. And if that wasn't enough, I certainly don't like you after you proved me right and made a mess of things.
Regardless of what you think of me, I don't see how just sitting around and complaining is going to change anything.
I know as well as you do that no one else in the locker room is going to help you. You want a match with me? Prove that you have what it takes when you have to work for an opportunity. Pay some dues and stop waltzing around expecting special treatment.
I don't waltz.
We can agree to disagree, LJ.
Jag var också äta några match. Ganska hög. Ingen regn. Nu ska jag ta match. I've been watching SmackDown tonight by order games. Preparing the competitions about that. I missed out. Just like other color series, I'm going to have to prove myself to get on the show. Proving yourself should not be a problem. You're talented and hard worker with your plan. You can go to soldier and match on main instinct. See, I know you already have one. You forget that I know you're smart, talented, and capable of navigating the WWE machine. No one said it was going to be easy. Right, the echo match against Eva Maria. I think this is the topic of an unforgettable debate about the raw technicians and care. I think that's all I say. I forget to subscribe to my channel and to consider a like, and I'll see you next time, and